Hi Cora, I'm Tori. It's nice to meet you.
Hi Tori, nice to meet you.
Why don't you start with telling me like what brought you in today?
Well, I'm not doing so well in school right now.
Could you tell me more about that? Is there any reasons why you're falling behind or anything?
My attendance isn't as good as it should be.
How come?
I've been sleeping through my classes.
Is there any specific reason as to why you're sleeping through your classes? Like anything keeping you up at night?
I've been staying up pretty late with my boyfriend. He doesn't like me going to school, so.
Is there anything else you can tell me, like as to why your boyfriend may not like you going to school?
Well, I guess I don't get to spend much time with him when I'm at school, and I have homework and stuff.
Does this pose any problems in any other relationships in your family? Like,
Well, I lost my job.
Did you
So
lose your
it's-
job due to spending so much time with your boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah. Does your boyfriend like say anything about you missing a lot of school? Like, does he have an opinion on it at all?
No, he thinks it's okay.
Do you know why he would think that's okay, maybe?
Well, I guess since I get to spend time with him.
How do you feel about it?
Well, I mean, I like spending time with my boyfriend, but school is important.
So is there anything like, do you have any like anyone you talk to?
I have a few close friends.
And like, what do they say about it?
They are not a big fan of my boyfriend.
Do they tell you why they're not a big fan of your boyfriend?
They think he's a little, obsessive.
A little obsessive? Would you disagree or agree with that?
I disagree.
You disagree? Is there anything that he does that they would call obsessive?
He gets mad at me for going out with them or if I'm talking to my friends when I'm with him.
Is there any reason you don't think that is obsessive behavior?
Because he loves me.
So, and you like, okay. Do you like ever think that your friends may be right?
They can be.
Have you ever considered talking to him about it?
No.
No. If you did talk to him about it, what do you think he would say?
He might get mad.
He would get mad?
I think so.
Do you think like he would be willing to revise a plan or anything for spending time and going to school at the same time?
Maybe.
Has he said anything like when you do go to school a lot? Does he say anything about that?
I mean, he's happy when I get good marks in school and stuff, so.
But he hasn't seen anything wrong with the time that he's taking away from school?
No.
No. Is there anything that, do you want to start going to school more?
Yeah, I would like to get my grades better and attend more classes.
Is there any way you could hang out with your boyfriend earlier in the day and not stay up as late?
Yeah. Or make certain days.
Is there like, is there anything like that he would say if you tried to do that? Like,
He might encourage it.
he might encourage it? If you were to go about that, what would you say to him?
Maybe I'd tell him that I need to put my education before him and focus on myself and try to get better grades, and he could maybe help me with that, and that could be our time
And
together.
how do you think you would feel about your time being about school instead of each other?
I mean, hopefully he would see that I'm trying to do good for my grades, and so he'd understand.
Is he in school at all right now?
No.
No. So do you find that makes it a little harder for him to understand where you're coming from?
Yes.
Yeah. If you talk to him about the school and he doesn't if he doesn't understand, what would be your plans going forward with that?
I mean, if we can't compromise, I guess I have to put school before him.
So what you're saying is like you're willing to put school forward right now, like you are willing to put school forward, but you don't want to. But he holds you back a little bit.
Yeah.
So and your friends don't like him. So like, is there any do your friends give you good advice or anything on what to do?
Yeah, they're good to talk to.
And you lost your job.
Yes.
Did you find you were happier when you had the job?
Yeah, I thought it kept me busy and
Is there any possibility of getting another job then?
I would like to. I've tried, but it's hard.
Is there any possibility that your old job would take you back if you explain the situation and everything?
I guess so.
And you could sit down with is there any way you can sit down with your boyfriend and We're gonna have to edit